Fans, we're back with Rampage Pro Wrestling. So glad you joined us, and all the excitement is in the air. You can cut it with a knife. The Oktoberfest coming on Sunday afternoon, October 30th, 2 p.m. bell time. And here he is, the self-proclaimed undefeated Anthony Andrews with Marv.
Well, and this has become some form of unholy alliance. The winner himself, Anthony Andrews, with the greatest gaffer tape trophy ever made in beautiful pink, and also somewhat a vision in orange coming out, Marvelous Michael Stevens.
Well, Marvelous Michael Stevens not quite so marvelous in the eyes of the fans anymore after turning his back on the top Chris Jacobs, and certainly we didn't like the way he did that. Drew Adler has had a lot to say about that. And Drew Adler, the former partner of Marvelous Michael Stevens. So this matchup here, the Start Out Rampage Pro Wrestling, let's see what Anthony Andrews can do with the man, Drew Adler. Certainly Drew Adler wants to send a message to Marv at ringside.
Well, and I'm sure he's going to be distracted a bit by Marv at ringside too, but this is, if there's a most improved wrestler in Rampage Pro Wrestling, I think you're looking at him right here in Drew Adler.
And he certainly has the height advantage on most opponents. A giant of a man. You know how tall he is? He's obviously up there, and certainly can be a basketball player. Glad he decided to be a pro wrestler. Great agility in the ring. His drop kicks are phenomenal. His Ernie Ladd type boots to the face have ended a lot of matches for him. And you see the man himself, Drew Adler, moving out against Anthony Andrews to Start Out Rampage Pro Wrestling. Glad you joined us as well, and hope you'll join us this Sunday, October 30th, coming up for the Oktoberfest, because the Match Beyond War Games is coming. The cage is going up. 10 men go in, and only one way to win: surrender or submission.
Well, and in fact, we're looking at what will be half of a match that I understand is going to be at the Oktoberfest also, because we are going to see, regardless of the outcome here, Drew Adler team with Officer Chris Jacobs. They're going to take on Marvelous Michael Stevens and the winner himself, the vision in pink that he is, Mr. Andrews.
And to my knowledge, this will be the first time that Drew Adler has been in the ring against Marvelous Michael Stevens.
Very much so. That has not happened at this point, and really sort of regret that it is happening. At times I questioned a little bit of their sense of humor, the fact that they didn't take things seriously enough, but they were an entertaining and competitive group as a tag team. Looked like they really had an opportunity to make something of themselves here in Rampage Pro Wrestling until Stevens, for whatever reason, decided, I guess he was being disrespected, underappreciated, not sure exactly what it is, but when you go to the side of Andrews, I'm not sure you're making an uphill move at that point.
Not at all. Look at Drew Adler now taking control and grabs the man by the beard and tosses him. And turnabout is fair play, slams him straight down to the canvas. You know, Drew Adler came from a great background and a good, solid-hearted guy. I know that he's been brokenhearted by this friendship ending in the way that it did, and it's very personal now between Drew and Marv.
Nice there, outside in, floats over, has him, 2 count right there.
I want to say next week on our program we'll be deciding the advantage for War Games in a 10-man tag team. Don't miss next week's program.
What an event that is going to be. 1 pinfall only in that 10-man match, but there are some questions. We understand, and we have had a doctor's report after the back elbow a week or so ago. Patrick Bentley literally suffered a fractured jaw. Was not able, you can go to his Facebook page where he's been reporting on that and posted some of the pictures. He's been literally sucking soup for about a week now. I did not see him backstage, and he is questionable for that match. And you also do have to question, Jimmy Rave alluded to it in the ring, you do have to question the physical readiness of Ace Rockwell coming back from that broken foot that he had at the hands of Jimmy Rave at a match at NWA Chattanooga.
And Rave also alluded to the fact that J-Rod was missing in action last time we had TV taping, and I think he's hoping he doesn't show up anytime soon. But I got a feeling he's going to have a big surprise when J-Rod comes.
Well, I can tell you right now, no matter what team Kyle Matthews brings to the ring next week, he's going to bring a lot of fight too, because I know they want that advantage at War Games. The advantage, quite simply, 2 men start. If you get the advantage, that means you get that next man in, and it's 2-on-1. Then it becomes 3-on-2. Then it becomes 4-on-3, and you maintain that advantage all the way until all 10 men are in the ring and the match beyond begins.
And when you put a cage around that ring, Bill Behrens, it becomes a dungeon. It becomes a very dangerous place to be.
One of the most dangerous matches in professional wrestling, if not the most dangerous. Brainchild of the American Dream himself, Dusty Rhodes, comes for the first time to NWA Rampage Pro Wrestling, but not the first time to NWA by any stretch of the imagination. Well,
historically in professional wrestling, cages were put up to end feuds, and certainly this feud between Jimmy Ray and Tom Matthews has got to come to a head.
And fans are going to see a little bit of that feud, of course, on the 26th, as Rampage has a moment at Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, that first match. So fans are going to make plans to be there. Right now, Andrews had the advantage, but Adler managing to get away briefly, trying to suck some air in at this point. Ben, what a tremendous hour we have here. We've been talking about next week. What about this week?
We got a champion versus champion for the NWA RPW Heavyweight Championship. Our TV champion, the face of Rampage Pro Wrestling, Frankie Valentine, challenging the man he won that title from, Jeremy Vane, the Untouchable, and the title is on the line for Jeremy Vane. Frankie Valentine to leave here with both titles.
And what a tremendous opportunity that would be for him, catapulting up. Remember, Adam Pearce coming to Rampage Pro Wrestling in the month of December. How that would truly position Frankie Valentine. Tremendous comeback here. Then our main event, we'll have a match between Hot Like Lava and the Cash Vault. That will determine the #1 contender for those tag team titles held by the usual suspects. Right here, looks like we have a pin. No.
A lot going on here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. Caught him with that single leg drop kick, a lariat type move with the leg. And this man with those tall, long legs certainly uses those to great advantage.
Comes across, cues him up, foot to the face, paintbrushes him hard there, picks him up. Has control over him here, takes him down hard right there. This could be it, rolls back, but there's Marvelous Michael Stevens, the referee, trying to get him down. And right there, I think Drew Adler could have had the pinfall, but no, not so much. But he goes over, swinging a miss, holds on, does Stevens, but oh! Andrews pulled up, got him with a foot. This could be it right here. Goes for the cover. Referee is in position.
Hooks the leg, lateral press, and he had him, but look, Marvelous Michael Stevens interfering.
Referee Stan Robinson warning him. It could get him disqualified if he's not careful, but now Drew going up top, it looks like. Yes, sir.
Drew Adler had the match won. Now he's going to finish it off here, but no. Too slow because up there came Anthony Andrews.
Good move by Andrews. Looks like he's going to try to set him up for a superplex, but no. Headbutted down is Andrews. He's down and Adler is up. But there's Stevens, pushes him off right in front of the referee.
Referee saw it, calls for the bell.
Calls for the bell.
And we look at this now, putting the boots to his own former partner. And the fans are showing you what they think about this Marvelous Michael Stevens. Can we drop the moniker Marvelous from now on? Just call him Marv.
Well, now he's taking that feather bow and he's choking his former partner with it as Andrews. And here comes Officer Chris Jacobs. He's in, House of Fire, goes right after Andrews. A lot of bad blood between these guys, but Stevens catches his on top. Still 2-on-1. Drew nowhere near this fight, and now Chris Jacobs is down and out. Fans here are yelling, wanting more people. We need referees out here. We need some more wrestlers to break this up.
Cannot believe it came to this.
Somebody needs to get involved at this point. That's all I'm saying. Wait a minute now. No, that's not what we need at all.
What is this? What, a fan? Is this a fan? Or who is this? No way. Tired of watching this double teaming by Anthony Andrews and Michael Stevens. And security's in the ring. Obviously, we can't have fans jumping in the ring.
Well, fans, if you're watching this, we do not condone this. You're seeing security quickly getting involved here. I don't know what this young man thinks he's doing, but getting involved in a wrestling match is not appropriate.
Well, I know that emotions fly high, especially when you have people like Anthony Andrews at ringside. And he's certainly no love lost there for Anthony Andrews, but who is this guy? He just decided we needed help in the ring. He was going to help.
Security now has calmed this young man down. Wait a minute. It did a little bullet Bob Armstrong there. Did you catch that?
The bone.
Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously a Bullet fan.
Well, you can tell he's been a Georgia fan for a while, but now bad news on this is fans. There's only. Yeah, it looks like they are going to have to escort him out of here.
Well, we can't get physically involved in wrestling matches. That we encourage you to cheer and boo, but nonetheless, the winner by disqualification, Drew Adler, will have more Rampage Pro Wrestling. Coming up next, the NWA RPW heavyweight title is on the line. Don't go away.